Hey guys, Taylor here. I asked on Twitter what challenge should I do, so I have gotten a lot of responses. The one that I really want to do is the accent challenge, so I have it pulled up on my phone and I'm going to do all the accents, say all these words, and you as the viewer are supposed to kind of intuitively establish where I'm from geographically. And I know that most of you probably already know where I'm from, but if you don't already know, don't look it up because it'll spoil it for you. If you already know where I'm from, it'll be interesting to confirm where you think I'm from. So I'm gonna go ahead with this. My name is Taylor, my username is also Taylor Shrum. So the words are as follows. Ant, roof, root, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, roll tide, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum. I know that they say aluminium across the pond in the UK. Love you guys, shout out. Tumbler, Cracker Jack, doorknob, envelope, GIF, not GIF. Nobody ever says GIF. Dude, check out this GIF. It's GIF. It's definitely GIF. It's GIF. Gee whiz. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on someone's house? I've never personally done this, but I know like Halloween or times when you get your report card back, maybe you TP your teacher's house or the principal's house. He got you in trouble and made you get kicked out of school. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Well, it's called soda, and it's also called harmful to your health. I'm a big proponent for just drinking water. What do you call gym shoes? Well, I call them stinky and obnoxious and a waste of space. I call them shoes. What do you call your grandparents? I call my grandfather Awpaw, which is pretty unique. I actually don't know how he got that name. And I call my grandma Granny. So, what do you call a wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Shopping cart. Also call it cold. I remember when I was little, I had to sit in there. My legs were like up against those steel bars and I hated it. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Well, it's referred to as TV remote in where I come from. Down in these parts, choose a book and read a passage from it. Now I'm going to read The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This book, as you might have noticed, looks like it's been under attack in maybe like a war zone or something, but it was just in the trunk of my car. I'm going to read from it because it still works. It still can perform its duty here. If you guys don't know, Catcher in the Rye is one of those books that was actually banned in the United States for a little while. Somebody after reading it, went and killed somebody. I want to say they killed like a president. Hopefully you guys won't be inspired to kill after I read this passage to you. Alright, this thing is really tattered. Okay. If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born, and what my lousy childhood was like, and how my parents were occupied, and all the boring they had, and all that David Copperfield kind of crap. But I don't feel like going into it. You want to know the truth. In the first place, that stuff bores me. And in the second place, my parents would have. So, that's reading. I'm not very good at it, out loud apparently. Now I'm going to go ahead and reveal where I am from, and it is from Gainesville, Florida that I hail. It is it's like a college town. I wouldn't say it's a little city, but it's not as big as like Pittsburgh or Baltimore or New York. In a college town in the United States, we always cheer for the local football team. In our case, it's the Florida Gators, which I happen to have a pillow up right here. And the stadium that we go to seats 90,000 fans. Do you think you have an accent? I don't think I have an accent, but people from the north, like people from New York and Chicago, have told me that I kind of have a little bit of an accent. But I also live in like kind of a city area in the South, so it's not like a rural South. But I can definitely get to the point where you might be able to say that I have an accent, and I start referring to people as y'all. So I know that you guys probably read this title thinking that there was going to be accents, so I don't want to disappoint you. I'm going to do a couple accents. I'm going to start with like or just a standard British accent, and hopefully it won't turn into Australian because it often just kind of slides down. It's a slippery slope. When I left the skating rink, I felt sorry and hungry. See, Australian immediately. Oh my gosh. When I left the skating rink, I felt sorry and hungry. So, okay, we're just gonna start with Australian. When I left the skating rink, I felt sort of hungry. So I went into the drugstore and had a Swiss cheese sandwich and a malted, and then I went in a phone booth. Okay, and I'll do like a stereotypical Asian accent.
When I left the skating rink, I felt sorry, sort of hungry. So I went to the drugstore and had a Swiss cheese sandwich and malted, and I went to the phone booth.
Now let's do like a kind of a German, or like Eastern European German. Also would be like Dutch or any kind of other country from that region. Be like,
when I left the skating rink, I felt sort of hungry. So I went to the drugstore and had a Swiss cheese sandwich and malted.
and then I went to the phone booth. Let me take another crack at British. When I left the skating rink, I felt sort of hungry. So I went to the drugstore and had a Swiss cheese sandwich and malted. And then I went to the phone booth. Okay, that was a lot better. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you were able to guess where I'm from. Remember to like and subscribe below, and check out my Twitter and my Instagram. They're both Shrum, and my Snapchat is NSFW42. And hey, if you guys like dancing, like ballet, classical, modern, hip-hop, reggaeton, check out my friend Victoria Lynn on Vine. And yeah, she does all kind of cool different dancing. Thank you so much, guys. See you again.